Hey guys, Tim from Gear Talk here. I'm a pro staff with SpyPoint, and today we're going to go over a few tips and maintenance with the cell link from SpyPoint. So you decided to add the cell link to your arsenal of cameras. This will definitely benefit you, and I'm going to show you right now a few things you can do to prevent you from having problems and also to help fix problems in case something arises. Okay, so here's the first step we're going to do, guys. We want to make sure before you put it in the field to work that it's working properly, and this means first thing we're going to do is check the firmware, and if you need to, update it. So the first thing you're going to do, open the app up after you activated it. On the main page, you're going to go to the status for your cell link, and in there you'll see it says the operating system, the firmware version. If that doesn't match what's on the website, go to www.spypoint.com, go to the support section, find the cell link and look at the version there. Do they match up? No? Okay, great. We're going to update it. All you need to do is click the download button. It'll download the software to your downloads folder on your computer or wherever else you set it to download to. You're going to double click that. You're going to go into your folder. You're going to find it. Open up the zip file. Copy those files over to a newly formatted SD card. Pop that SD card into the cell link. Turn it on. Takes about 30 seconds, and that will update the firmware. Now the cell link also comes with the SD cable. So this is the cable that connects into your cell link, and then it's got an attachment here. And this is the cell link SD card. This is a standard SD card class 10 with a wire that sends the signal to the cell link. This functions just like a card. Reformat this as well. When you're doing your reformatting, make sure you use a full format and not the quick format method. So now that you've done the preventative measures to ensure your camera has got everything it needs to work properly, go ahead, plug it in, set it up, and test it in the home. You're doing this now to avoid you getting out in the field and finding out something's not working right. Remember, not all cameras are compatible with the cell link, so you want to make sure that it's working before you put it out there. So you've had the camera out in the field for a while now and it stopped working. It's not sending you pictures for some reason. You're not sure what's going on. So we need to check it. So you're going out to the field to check on your camera to figure out what's going on with it. Well, there's a few quick tips of techniques you can do. These are items that tech support from SpyPoint would have you do when you call them for help to figure out what's wrong. By doing these, you'll probably fix 90% of the problems that you might run into. So you get out to the field, you got your camera, and you got your cell link all hooked up. So there's a few maintenance issues that you want to double check, and these issues can arise, and by checking them off to make sure that they're not issues, it'll help figure out where the problem is. So number one, you want to always make sure that your seal, your door, and everything is closed properly, snaps into place and is sealed. That'll make sure that the batteries are safe. Your connection on the bottom, is it in tight? Check that. Now your antenna, as you remember when you put it together, is detachable. Is it screwed in tight? Okay, check that. Those are some of the key components, ones that sometimes people overlook that could be affected. So that's what we've checked now on the cell link itself. It's on, it's working, we know that is going, okay? Then we move to the camera itself. Okay, so now the camera, there's not much to the camera that you're really gonna, troubleshoot. The camera functions like a camera. It sends a signal to the SD card. Let's take a look. Is the SD card in? Now, because of the cable coming out of the back of the SD card, it doesn't always lock into place like a normal SD card would in all models of cameras. So we're going to open it up and we're going to check it. Is the SD card in there properly? It is. Okay, great. Sometimes it might be loose, it might come out. If you just have it come straight out the bottom, okay, when an animal pulls on it, or if an animal pulls on it, well, what's going to happen is it may pull it out of the slot and it'll stop working. So you're going to fold it in on itself and then back down. And this gives you ample room. So when I close that door, my airtight seal is valid. it's working. I close and lock it, and if something does pull on it, it's got a little bit of leeway there, okay? So that's something you want to check as well. So you've checked those maintenance items, and you realize the camera's still not working, okay? So one of the things I recently did to help figure out what my issue was I started testing the camera, okay? So I've got it set up, I stand in front of it, I see it take the picture, okay, great. Now when you open the door, you've got, see the lights? So those lights indicate signal strength. And there's a little green light right there, your status. Every time your picture gets sent off to the cell link, that light goes off, okay? So if you see this take a picture and that go off, we know that it's transmitting through to the cell link. If it's not then sending to you, I discovered that that potentially means that your micro SD card might not be good anymore. Now, I've seen new cards just randomly stop working. So, real simple, reformat the micro SD. See if it works again. Same issue arises, get a new card. Reformat it, try it again. If at that point you're still having a problem, then there might be something wrong with the cell link, and it's a good time to contact SpyPoint. Another issue I found, and again, I said this at the beginning of the video, you reformat your SD card for the cable. Don't hesitate to do that as well, because sometimes that card might get messed up, especially if you've bounced it from camera to camera. You want to make sure you do a full reformat on it, and that'll just help make sure that that part is working properly. If these steps here are followed, this will help solve probably 90% of your problems. One of the other things that you can check just to make sure to help with your connectivity is right inside here. There's a little door here with a little fingernail clip that you can stick your nail in and pop the little latch open. That's where your SIM card is. The SIM card is the device that connects this to a network. Whatever network you have, whether it be Verizon or wireless or a Canadian network, whatever SpyPoint has them connected with, that little card is the identification that allows that card to work on that network. If that's popped out or anything, then you want to make sure that it's in there and it's working properly and it's down in there right. Cards can go bad, especially if you get them wet or something like that, so that's important. Again, if you have a problem, if you notice there's damage or something on your SIM card, you'll want to contact SpyPoint right away. So following these preventative measures and these tips should help fix 90% of the problems on your cell link, okay guys? This is just stuff from me having conversations with tech support, me talking to people who've had problems, and of course me testing out when I ran into a small problem when mine stopped working, and that resulted in me learning that the SD cable needs to be reformatted as well. As soon as I did that, it worked beautifully. So far, I have had only the one small issue, which was easily resolved in about 10 minutes of work. That being said, guys, this device should work fine for you, and with those steps taken, it'll help make sure you spend a little time waiting to talk to tech support, because again, they'll ask you to do all this stuff anyway. So if you can do it beforehand, before calling them, then you're going to be 5 steps ahead. In the event you do need to chat in or call tech support with SpyPoint, remember, these guys have a certain process they have to follow to try and figure out what's wrong with your camera. So make sure you tell them very clearly up front what you've done in terms of the steps troubleshooting, okay? That way you can try and avoid any other problems, and they can maybe jump right into some more deeper technical support. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Gear Talk. I hope that this really helped you guys out and you find it useful. Please feel free to leave me any comments or questions, and you can certainly reach out to me at ctoproductions@outlook.com with any questions as well. Thanks so much, guys, and have a great day.